With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, Young. Rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Get the flag. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Echo. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got the connection to Cooper. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
18.
Now Trubisky. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Young. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. Got his hands caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Wide open, won't even throw the damn ball.
Josh Allen, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
General West.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Alert, 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 alert.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
He's not going to get me.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And an alley. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. One quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw. Newman. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Young now to throw again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Looking to throw, Young. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Eric Armstead coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Young. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Flushed out right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Newman completes it to Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newman. And it'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newman. He's going to fire.
Oh, my God. You're overthrowing, bro.
Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Newman. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newman flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air on 2nd down. Newman eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Hey, that has to be pass interference.
Picked off at the 13.
Fucking passing the field.
And now off to the races, down the right
Knock
side.
my man off his whole damn
And they
block,
will
bro.
score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
three-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They run it with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Newman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Moore, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I know he ain't got it. Go, Mike 50.
Here is Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging them.
And he's going to go down again.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Newman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Young will set to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Intended that time for Cooper. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. He'll run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Newman looking for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young, he finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. 1st and 10. Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard.
Off the bootleg. Newman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Newman sliding out of the pocket. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down. Newman. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That throw by Young incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop. Shut up. Mike's 50. 50, Mike's 50.
3rd and long for Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Newman. And that is incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of...
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Get ready, get ready.
And Young's going to throw it here. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on.